Where is the promise of his coming? Doesn't go saying where is he? This word's a promise of his coming, which implies you in the line we're here. Where is he? Keep your finger there. And to Luke. Chapter 21. Verse 7. They asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. The fact that he advises us not to follow him, I'm assuming, this is me assuming, I'm assuming they're going to be ones asking that question. And they'll have to come down before we go up. Like or not, those who are alive and remain will see Satan's kingdom commonly referred to as aliens. They're going to come, as he said, saying, I am Christ. Let me read it one more time. Check out Matthew's rendition. 24th chapter. Look there, Matthew 24. It's the same context. Luke 21 starts off talking about the buildings of the temple. And he said in verse 2, See not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. That came to pass. Oftentimes, I refer to that text as a proof prophecy. What is the proof prophecy? It's a prophecy given that comes to pass within the lifetime of those who heard it. This was given in 31 AD, fulfilled in 70 AD. If his words are proven to be true, and they were proven to be true, that means everything will follow that he prophesied within the past also. Follow me? Chapter Mark makes a little change. Verse 4, Jesus answered and said unto him, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Who? Or whom has come doing that? Nobody. Nobody. Then the Spirit spoke. 2 words. At once. He says there's going to be an invasion coming down from heaven. And their grand theme is going to be with Christ. It'll be headed by a leader. That leader of this great group to come down is going to say, I am Christ. There's nothing about the alien agenda they've been pushing for and trying to achieve what they call first contact. They'll be revealed to the world as officially existing. Now, it's funny, the United States is the only nation, well, one nation, that has more information on aliens than any other nation in the world. We've got books and books and books and stories of observations, meetings with aliens, so on and so forth. I read to you the report about President Dwight Eisenhower signed an official treaty with the aliens in 1954. They've given us many things, chief of which is a stealth bomber. There's no way, with our technological ranking in the world, we should have the most sophisticated aircraft in the world. They came from another world. A plane that cannot be detected by radar. They also brought to you your computer and cell phones and all these great gadgets that we've come to rely upon for our daily living. That came from the Dark Kingdom. That's why Solomon could say there's no new thing under the heavens. How long have they been around? I'm saying billions of years. But it's to qualify no new thing under the heavens, somebody had to put it before. We didn't invent the computer. Who was the millionaire, computer billionaire? Bill Gates. Bill Gates had Microsoft handed to him. This is given to him as a revelation. It's what to build. They keep it improving on each year. I think Windows what? Windows 8 is out now? Mm-hmm. Right? You buy a computer, it's up to date. 2 years later, it's obsolete. Referred to as a worldwide net. The World Wide Web. And the internet. 2 words to show you what it's really all about. You have to admit, computers are convenient. You sit home and shop. They change the whole picture of Christmas shopping. You go online. Easy. Find it, order it, it's at your doorstep. How simple can it be? And Saturday night got caught in that storm coming back from the east. I went on, got my cell phone, clicked into the Department of Highways. I could tell that the Oklahoma Expressway was going to be closed down. So we got off. After we got off, 15 minutes later, they closed the freeway. What a convenience. Had we stayed on, we would have been stranded. There would have been no rooms. Just the convenience of these items, but they're not there for you, they're for them. Same thing with medicine. Every doctor prescribing medicine is referred to as having a practice. I grew up in the days when you had to play an instrument. You're going to play an instrument no matter what. That's just how it was. You pick one you might like, but you're going to play one anyhow. Then you have to practice every day. Practice was a killer. I had to practice 30 minutes, you know, but you had to practice every day. Practice to me means trying to improve. Well, then what are they trying to improve all the medicines? Not us. It's for them. It's made for them. With us, they have to give a long list of side effects. Sometimes the side effects are so extensive and so serious, they say, oh, forget it, I'll just stay sick. You know? May cause blindness. May cause death. You know? And people buy them. If this doesn't work, come back, you get a bad effect, so they prescribe something else. What are they doing? Practicing. They don't know. Stuff wasn't made for us. Some medicine is made for their people. What happened? We buy a bunch of it. I won't start to talk about things like the food, what's done to the food, genetically modified food, and the water, and so on and so forth. Now lately, they've been having articles about fluoride, the dangers of fluoride. They pushed fluoride on us for 50 years. Every toothpaste manufacturer, somebody, advertised, the crowning part of the advertisement was with fluoride. And we got the worst teeth of any country in the world. We have the highest dental bills of any country in the world. In some countries that are undeveloped, third world countries, they've got the nicest teeth with no dental care and no fluoride in the water. And for the most part, no toothpaste. Explain that. Go to see many. So it'll come down at once. And they won't come out before we leave, and they're going to come out saying, where's the promise of his coming? We're here. We're here ready to take you to heaven. Right? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation, a lie. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. God gave me a revelation on that the other day. You hear, or have heard, about the lost continent of Atlantis. People were very sophisticated. civilization there, said to have sunk to the ocean, just disappeared. Now they try to make us think. Every time I watch these earth shows, these creation shows, I just get mad, turn them off. Because they're doing pure speculation in some cases, just lying. I'm going to try to draw this map accurately because I can't. Remember, here's the eastern seaboard of the United States. Up in the New York area, along the Hudson River, they're called the Palisades, rocky cliffs. And so this continent broke off from Africa. Same rocky cliffs exist there. And then drift away. It's over 3,000 plus miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Drifted 3,000 miles. Then sometimes put them all together like this fit. That's a lie. They said the road that was then was overflowed with water. There was land mass all around the whole place, and God sunk parts of it. That's why when they go underwater now, exploring underwater in the oceans, they got these mountain ranges. A mountain range should not be underwater. The conditions to produce a mountain range should take place under the ocean. They take place on land masses. These great mountain ranges, there are mountain ranges that are higher than Mount Everest, which I think is the highest mountain, is that correct, in the world? So 25,000 feet, 5 miles high. They got mountains beneath the sea that are as high or higher than Mount Everest. How'd they get there? They sunk. A lot of these gaps around our earth, where when God made the heaven and earth, he said the earth was called, you read in Genesis, he called the dry land, earth. It was all dry land. When you read in Revelations about the new heavens, new earth, he says there's no more sea there. He had to create the seas and the water when he sunk them down and overflow with water, as Peter says. Water plays a great part in keeping our earth pure. It actually washes the earth, the tides and the currents and so on and so forth. They come up twice a day and wash the seashore. They would overflow more, except God said he put sand on while your coastline. Then in the command he says, here your proud waves will come and no further. And God, like giving that commandment, every wave that comes in will sweep over the entire earth. But he stopped it, right? He says, of this they are willfully ignorant. What are they ignorant of? The Word of God. They're by the Word of God. You can't be God and acknowledge God. It won't work. But the heavens and earth, which are now, by the same Word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Then God gave us that great message when I was beginning to be stirred by the many dates he had given us. I was thinking about my friend in New Mexico, who was appeared to me to be into the Word, probably did. Brother Riley. He read my book. Said it was an excellent book. He said, brother, the book I gave you was an excellent book, but just admit that that you were wrong and move on. And I wrote back to him. I said, I can't admit that I was wrong. Because I wasn't. That's a message came from God. I said, son, I'm just looking for some kind of cheap excuses, so God just didn't do it. I don't know about this. I said, he just didn't do it. He delayed it. I told him, it's not God's first time. He delayed Israel entering Canaan.